The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. At that time Jesus exclaimed, "I give praise to you, Father, Lord of heaven and earth. For although you have hidden these things from the wise and the learned, you have revealed them to the childlike. Yes, Father, such has been your gracious will. All things have been handed over to me by my Father. No one knows the Son except the Father, and no one knows the Father except the Son, and anyone to whom the Son wishes to reveal him." The Gospel of the Lord. We read this passage already a few days ago. This revelation of God, of Himself and His wisdom, Jesus says to the childlike. So Saint Bonaventure is this example of a humble doctor of the Church. Because, in Latin it used to be said, scientia inflat. Scientia inflat means knowledge makes you proud, but not the good pride. Inflat means that you get too much pride in yourself. So Jesus concludes and connects this passage by saying that the Father handed over to Him everything. So Jesus is connecting this revelation of the Father for the little ones, is connecting this revelation to the fact that He is always in connection with the Father. So Jesus keeps on receiving revelations from the Father because He is connected to the Father. I remember I mentioned about it also other times, and I think it's good to do it sometimes. That when I started the novitiate, the first teaching of the master of the novitiate, he used to be Father Amedeo. He's an Italian priest. He's still there in Messina. And the master said, I remember exactly what day was that. It was September 8, 1994. It was like 6 p.m. And that was the first teaching of the novitiate. You imagine that during the novitiate we had like more than 300 teachings all along the year. And he said, a year of the novitiate is a year lived at the presence of God. So all the time, you make sure that you are living as if the Father is there, as if God the Father is there. So the connection with God doesn't depend from God, actually. We may wish that, how I wish that God the Father would be with me. He is always with you. It's you that are not with Him, actually. And Jesus says that, I will always be with you. So as long as I am aware of the presence of God, that connection happens. And that connection has very practical results. Like, first of all, charity. It will be easier for you to stand any situation if you really feel the presence of God in that moment. Yes, in this moment you feel it because you are in front of His altar, of the Blessed Sacrament. of His Word. But even later on, when you go away, if you bring Him with you, within you, that presence will help you, first of all, with charity. Not only with that, it will help you with peace, keeping the peace in your heart, balance in your heart, steadiness in your heart. No matter what happens, you will keep on being steady. And it will help you also with wisdom. Many times we don't know what to say, what to think about many situations, right? If you live at the presence of God the Father, He may suggest you. He may suggest you His inspiration. Above all, what does it mean? If you are in connection with God, you look into yourself, God will suggest you. And this was another, one of the other teachings of the Master, Father Amedeo, another priest, Father Giove. He was my first spiritual father, spiritual director, and he said, the more you will be of pure heart, the more God will reveal Himself to you. And actually, I have to say that during the novitiate, the whole group, we were a group of 12 young boys. We reached that, I think. And I realized that when one day, the Master was not there. It was July. It was a hot day. And for the first time after, imagine, from September to July, it was almost a year. We never watched TV, not even one time. So that day, we had the chance to do that. It was an afternoon, a free afternoon. So we usually didn't watch TV during the novitiate, but that day we did. You know, I look at that movie and I got like frustrated. I don't know how to explain. I got like hit by that movie, you know, from some images that I saw. Something that you may usually see, and nothing will happen to you, but after working on you that way, so I could feel that. But to mean what? To mean that we continuously are hit by images, ideas, concepts that belongs to the world. And that is taking away our spirit from the purity of God.